Greetings, welcome Scorpio. Excuse the sound of some drilling going on out there. Can't quite have any control over that. New moon reading, Aquarius new moon, 1st of February today. So this is your reading, Scorpio. Do check out your rising sign, moon, Venus and Jupiter. We're just doing a random opening of the page of the Mighty Bullfinch's mythology book here. Just a sentence or two. We come to what is chapter 17, the Golden Fleece, Medea or Media and Aeson. The story of the Golden Fleece is one of the most familiar of all Greek myths. Even Homer, about 700 BC, could refer to the ship Argo as a concern to all. Pasi Malusa, my pronunciation probably isn't accurate. There were clearly many versions of the tale current in antiquity, but the only one to survive intact dates from the 3rd century BC, the ornate epic Argonautica of Apollonius the Rhodian. From this poem and allusions in earlier literature, a rich, sometimes bewildering narrative can be reconstructed. The very abundance of precise geographical details has encouraged the sort of interpretation Bullfinch offers here, which sees the myth as a distorted memory of the historical events of the first important maritime exhibition, the spoils of which gave rise to the legendary fleece. Well, there's something to think about now. Scorpio, we have overarching energies, your choices at this time, traits for ease and moving forward. Overarching energies, well, I think you're pretty much on point. We have the Queen of Discernment and Clear Thinking. Overarching energies around you at this time, you could see very clearly here. There's no mucking around with this Queen. We will clarify. Nothing can pull the wool over your eyes. You've got acute sight here. Choices. Maybe there's a indication that clear sight is a wonderful thing, and so is perspective. We see in the choice position with the 5 of Cups. Yes, it is. Yeah, sorry. In the Thoth deck, the 5 of Cups. In this deck, it's called Disappointment. A directive here to think about the perspectives that you're viewing whatever situation is going on for you, whatever's going on for you. These are general readings. In the 5 of Cups, we are focused on that understanding of melancholy and disappointment, because we're focused on those 3 cups that have spilt in front of us, but we actually have 2 full cups behind us. It is a card of shifting perspectives, and maybe this has been challenging. Well, this has been one of your challenges over the last couple of months, Scorpio. Traits for ease. It's funny, not funny, but it's interesting. We have the 5 of Discs. The 5 of Discs, traits for ease. Recognize this in yourself, in your history, and whether you want to actually carry this moving forward or even in the present moment. The 5 of Discs is about, in the Thoth deck it's called worry, but it is about that lack mentality. What do I deserve here? Well, deserve's not the right word. What is my default mechanism in terms of being able to receive? Do I feel valuable enough to be able to receive? How much do I receive? Do I walk through the door into the warm place of nurturing, or do I stand outside? What is this for me? You know, maybe this is something that's been an issue that you've been dealing with. The directive here, though, is to really fully understand how you embody that and release it. Moving forward, we have two cards. We have the Hermit, shining a light. The Hermit's journey. We don't have to be in the spotlight. We're cloaked. This is very internal. In some ways, it's very private, unless we're facilitating a journey for others. Even then, there's a point where we do shine that lantern and we are sort of revealed. It's very interesting, Scorpio. The Hermit is all about shining the light into the dark corners of our own process, of our own selves, in order to see new things, in order to reveal things, all of that kind of stuff. And what makes it more interesting is that it came out with the Four of Cups. Now, what was I talking about before? Understanding what is this thing that we need to leave behind to release it. This Five of Discs, this never having enough, or preventing ourselves from having enough, of walking into the light. So we have the Four of Cups, you know. We only recognize certain offerings as an offering because they're familiar to us. I think in this entire stretch of cards here, Scorpio, you're really working through some of these things, which is a wonderful thing. And you know, it's challenging, but I don't think I don't think you're averse to a challenge, you know. But let's go through here and we'll clarify. I'll just split that deck. So Scorpio, the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords for you. Overarching energies. This could be your key. You know, what I hear is a safe place to stand, actually, within that Queen of Swords. We have the Six of Wands. This is a winning card. It's a card of victory. There is success for you here because you've embarked upon this. Choices, Five of Cups. Perspective shift. This is a choice. It's a choice for everyone. See the bounty. Look, without being, you know, marginalising anyone's experience out there, this is a general reading for you, Scorpio. Metaphor for the soul. The figure in the garden, surrounded, self-made actually. Everything around you, you've created. Everything around you, you've created. Do you see it? Some people might see just an absolute garden of heavenly delight, and others see like a half-dead sprout, an old bit of kale sticking out of the ground, you know? Perspectives here. There's a wonderful bounty around you, within you, Scorpio. Let's have a look at this Five of Discs. I do believe it is something that is needed to be left behind there's a thread running through all of these readings, Scorpio, some more than others, but this necessity to offer some compassionate, loving kindness to yourself in whatever practice you have. If your practice, like, is not meditation or yoga or anything like that, your practice is walking, then you offer that to yourself in the walking. You know that thing, I'm coming home. Is it? I'm coming home. I've arrived. It's in the walking. We see here that the ability to release a sort of lack mentality or settling for less is some self-love and kindness, and we see it in the Empress in its highest form, not only given freely to others, first and foremost practiced within oneself. This is the key Scorpio here. We move to the Hermit, moving forward, where we literally, this is a hero's journey. Indeed, there is great success to be had, dear Scorpio. We get the Magician. You're translating what you know to be in the darker recesses. You're bringing it into the light for yourself, because this is a key. It's such a simple thing, yet requires practice. It's this is a key to being your own magician here, to being able to express and work your will in the world. So it's pretty amazing. Four of Cups, please. Changing what we see to be an offering, in fact. Changing perspectives is the only thing that I think I can call this reading, because it's pretty true. And yes, we have that confirmation. First card that came out, Ace of Wands, a gift. You are accepting that gift. Here we have the Magician with his wand. You're accepting this gift. New vitality, new direction, new life. Confirmation of this shift in perspective. We have a card that says, yes, indeed it is, Scorpio. 10 of Swords. We've got to the end of the line here. There's no more room for any more. Excuse me, but what we've learnt here is, aha, I get it now. And a new cycle begins. Let's have a look at Journey Map. We've got those face down. We've got a Brian Froud Fairy Oracle card as well. So, Scorpio, we have the Monast. 1 foot in the real world, well, the 3D world. Keeping everything ticking over, keeping business ticking over, all of that. But also keeping a very safe, secure, calm internal home within the soul. There's a graduation that's occurred here. We walk in two worlds. We walk in the world, but we don't lose our soul to it, is the thing about this card. Brian Froud, we have He of the Fiery Sword. You've come upon some personal truth here. It could have been, for some, quite a revelation, actually. It could have just been a simple understanding of the way that you do or have done what you do, thought what you think. There's something about this internal truth and understanding, and great clarity and confidence in that that's propelled you through here. And it's here's a new cycle begins for you, beautiful Scorpio. So thank you for joining me. Tune in again when we get close to the full moon, and have a wonderful week. Thanks for joining me. Bye, Scorpio.